Day 22, removing worrisome distractions in prayer. Going to use this verse, Philippians 4, verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Sometimes I'm praying and I'm distracted. All these things are popping into my head. I need to do this. I forgot to do this. I need to call this person, and I'm worried about this and concerned about that, and I have this deadline. And the last part of this verse, Paul tells us to let our requests be made known to God. The literal language is to list your petition. And this is, again, just an activity in journaling that I think will help you. Start to make a list. Like number 1, number 2, number 3. Lay it all out and give it to God in prayer. And that will do two things. That will free you. You'll be able to say, okay, it's there. I'll come back to this and I'll do it later. But also I'm literally giving this to God, because some of these things are just beyond my control. And look at the language. Paul says, don't worry about anything. Don't be full of care. Don't be anxious for anything, but in everything by prayer, in everything, make your list to God. And here's the promise he gives. Verse 7. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. So when you're distracted in prayer and you can't focus, make your list to God. Ask him to help you. Ask him to take care of these things. Just ask for his help and watch how a peace from God, which you can't even explain. You don't even know how it's working, but it is working. Watch how that peace floods into your heart and you're released to then continue in prayer before God.